Where?
Somewhere they could see us.
Everywhere.
Yes.
I'm feeling bashful. Should we whisper the whole time?
I feel a hint of shyness coming amongst me.
I'm like bashful all of a sudden. I'm like nervous.
Should you just play timid the whole time?
I'm so shy.
Welcome to Keith and the Girl. I'm Keith Malley.
I'm Chemda.
Christi Chiello is here. Hope D is here. They are the Laughed Her Collective. How you doing, ladies?
Better now.
Yeah, fantastic. Thanks for having us.
Excellent. You're professionals. Do you ever get nervous doing podcasts or shows, this kind of thing? Stand up even at this point?
I mean, honestly, anyone can get diarrhea of the mouth, right? That's universal. But I think by and large, I feel pretty confident.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Well, let's get right to it. Happy Ash Wednesday. Christi
Thank you.
likes to pretend that she's a Christian.
Thank you.
And that she actually loves people and doesn't follow the tenets of Christ and his Father, the Lord God. But in that case, we're all Christian and fuck it, right? She's having sex just fine, etc., etc.
God loves it so much.
Yeah. But it is fun. They're like, and also with you. That's like a good time, right?
Yeah.
Why do not you have the I voted sticker on your forehead? How are people gonna know that you have ashes and you're better than others? Did you even go today, Christi?
No, I didn't, which is bad. I did go last year. I didn't go today.
You have time, right? They do it all day.
I do. They do it all day. So I could go. Yeah, I should. And also, even though, yes, technically I'm Christian, there's been a development.
By the way, technically you're not Christian. If you followed these things, you would be bad. You are into gay rights. You're into premarital fucking.
Love it.
Technically, you're free as a bird, but please tell me the traumatizing thing that happened.
I'm Episcopalian now.
Okay, what are they into? I got to look up.
Episcopalian, they're just a way more chill Christian. So like Catholic, Roman Catholic is like the most hardcore, or like evangelists, like those are like legit, like Baptist. Right. But I feel like Episcopalians are very chill, but it's like almost the same thing, but they're not as strict about stuff. Like my pastor is a gay man.
And now, forgive me, what were you before?
I was
Christian.
Yes, but technically Roman Catholic.
Oh, right. Technically meaning she was a kid in the Roman Catholic Church. It's not a bloodline. I want people to know.
Exactly. So it's like I really didn't even know the differences with all of them. But Dave is Episcopalian, and we started going to an Episcopalian church, and it's just like
Dave, your lover.
Dave, my fiance, my betrothed.
Yes.
So in order to get married by our Episcopalian priest, we have to do counseling. We have to go to counseling for like 9 months. We have to go. So we're starting soon. I can't wait. Sign me up.
How many?
I'm looking forward to it.
How many? What percent can you not lie and pass? You know, my dad.
What a way to start it.
My dad wanted. Well, I mean, I don't know how personal it gets, but I've heard about these pre-canas, and they sit you down. They ask you very personal questions. I mean, what is there to ask? Honestly, money and sex. Will you say about your sex life?
Yes, I will. If they give me money, I will have sex with the priest.
No, I think you misheard.
What was the question?
About sex, then separately ask you how much money you and him make.
Oh. In that case, let's start that from the record.
Right.
I won't lie at all. I talked about our pastor's fantastic. He watches Drag Race. He'll bring up Drag Race like during his sermons. He's the best. So I'll tell him everything.
Okay. This reminds me, Scientology told me I can do whatever I want. Just visit Scientology on the side, you know.
And just go, live on this boat. Are you a part of the Sea Org?
They'll tell you later.
An $8 billion year contract? Did you sign that?
Well, I mean, if I believe, I believe. You know, what's the difference between 100 years and 8 billion?
You know, I grew up Jewish, and females are not allowed to be rabbis because we get unpure about once a month, you know, depending on your own body. But
Kenda, by the way, won't even say she's technically Jewish. That's interesting.
No. I was raised Jewish. I'll give you that. Yeah. I've involuntarily been in a synagogue and church. Well, I guess I volunteered to be in a church anyway. So the synagogue that I went to, the females were even separated. We were behind this wall, and it had a few, little holes in it so that we could see what's happening. But technically, they can't see us. We're unpure. And when the Torah comes out, they like slide it by our wall, and all the women like squish each other to the front to try to touch it because then you can kiss it. Yeah, we're like, they just roam around on the guy's side. So modern Jews, more Reformed Jews, the light Jews, the non-Roman Catholics, if you will, of the Jews, they are now becoming female rabbis. And
nice.
And so it's controversial, obviously, but the answer is just like yours, it's reform. And I have the question because I grew up in yeshiva, 9 years of yeshiva. Thank you very much. Helped me understand I was atheist. Absolutely. Very helpful. A little too expensive for turning atheist, but okay. I wonder how they could be female rabbis and follow the word of the God that I learned about who says, no, not you.
I know. I mean, that's like, I don't know. I feel like the Bible.
Hold on. First of all, I'm getting that quote tattoo. I know. Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I think that's a religion summed up by semi-intelligent people. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know. We can do it, but we do it, but we don't do it, but it's better that we do it. Eventually they'll come around, I think. I'm like
definitely what they would call like a cafeteria Christian. That's like a term, and it's like meaning I kind of pick and choose the things that I adopt more so. I just believe
Are you thinking, I'm sorry, Christi,
God is love, and that is what I'm all about.
God is love. Oh, I was wondering.
And that he loves everyone, and everyone's like equal and good, and that's what I believe. I think that times have changed, and God just needs a rebranding.
But isn't that universal Unitarianism? Isn't that kind of what that is? It's just like they pick and choose a little bit from all the religions, and it's
Hope,
like all the
you are asking a follow-up question, and that does not work. Okay.
No.
Okay.
You're going to hell.
Also raised Roman Catholic.
I read the Bible. You're going to hell.
Have fun in hell with little
I'm
Nas
gay, so I know every minute I walk, I am waiting to just be smited. So I'm prepared for it. I live it every day.
Honestly, like I think you'll have fun in hell. Look at all the fun people. Where do you think
all the
they're
best
going?
people go to hell, right?
All the gay people are going to be in hell.
Did you see Little Nicky? As long as you're not Hitler, I think hell sounds like a hell of a time. It just looks.
I imagine there are separate velvet ropes for all of us, right? The Hitlers of the world, they get special VIP. We don't get that kind of hell. We didn't work that hard, right?
No.
We get like this version of hell. Oh, you're gay? All right, here's your gay hell. And that's going to be, I don't know, maybe
glitter.
The West Village. I like it.
And I think that they're going to let the people in heaven, aka me, go down and see my friends in hell for like a half hour, like every day. I'm just going to be like, doo-doo-doo, and like go and like hang out with my friends that are all in hell, and then come back up and hang out in the clouds.
Yeah, we're just going to invite you down for brunch. I promise. It's absolutely expected.
It's going to be hot fire.
Yeah. Who knows? Oh, yeah. Okay, so just to recap, Christi is Episcopalian.
Yes.
Episcopalian, right?
Yes.
Hope is pescatarian. And
formerly reptilian.
See?
Christi, I do want to start a religion for folks who think of religion like you. Because God is love. I finally get it. You know, I don't believe in I'm an atheist, so I don't believe in God, but when people speak from the realm of God with your expression and your viewpoint, I feel that. And there's a need for community, and that's what the church is. And there's a need to get together. There's a need to have a thought process that is shared on a regular basis. And I get it. It's just too bad that it is equated with this other stuff. So
it's just too bad that it's equated with a book of rules that to be a member, you should be following. That's the bummer. Other than that, it's great.
The Bible.
You love something that somebody else invented along with rules that go along with it. It's just a bummer We're supposed to
Yeah.
listen to that stuff, which is the
Right.
whole fucking point. You know what I mean? It's like, it's like, cut me a break and give me some cracker. You know what I'm saying?
I'm hungry. Give me that body of Christ.
You
Do
so
you
still get-
miss the cracker?
I love the crack. I go up for seconds and thirds.
Yeah,
I
they
eat
still.
that body all day.
Yeah, they're Christian. Are Episcopalians Christian?
Oh yeah, and we
Yeah,
get
yeah,
the
yeah.
body of Christ, and we drink the wine.
All right. Are you allowed premarital sex in Episcopalians?
No, I don't know, but I'm doing it anyway.
Hello. Right.
Amen.
Hey, not every book is perfect, right?
Yeah, it's like God would not have made me this good at sex if he didn't want me to have it.
Right. He gave you buttons everywhere. What are we talking about? She's got a uvula. She's got an S button. She's got
It's
a
like, come on.
clitoris. What are we talking about? Do Episcopalians celebrate Lent?
Yes. Yeah. All like the main Christian holidays we celebrate.
Okay. What's
I gotta
Yeah.
give something up for Lent. I tried to. Last time I tried to give up French fries.
what's so specific? I thought
Saying it out loud sounds real stupid, and I'm embarrassed about
I want
that.
to know what God thinks about this when he's going through the list, right? Like French fries, you idiot.
he doesn't even know what they
Starburst.
are.
You thought you were gonna make it on Starburst.
I bet he plays dumb. I bet he's like, well, French fries. That sounds exotic. You know, good for you. He doesn't know. Half this shit wasn't even around.
I used to have this old pastor, Kevin, at like my old church, and he had asked me what I was giving up for Lent a few years ago.
Mhm.
And I was joking, and I was like, I'm going to give up my haters. And he's like, Christy, you can't give up your haters.
I'll let
I was
them,
like,
you have to
watch
let them.
me.
You have to let them shit on you more for 40 days. You got to interact
You
with
got to
you.
take it.
You have to answer to. You ain't that pretty, anyways. Every time it pops.
Your voice is stupid, you dumb bitch. I have to take it for all of Lent.
You have to ask for more explanation.
Can
How
you
do you mean?
elaborate? Yeah.
Oliver Twisted. Can I have some more, please?
Right.
Yeah. Yes.
You gave me a lot to think about. Then when they go, hey, sorry, I didn't know you were real. I think you're pretty cool. You're not allowed to respond to that.
Yeah.
Or you can say,
Exactly.
you wait till April. When's Easter? Right, the day after. You wait till April
Right.
5th. I'm gonna give it to you, you son of a bitch. And then April 5th, you rant.
Rip them
hit
up.
'em.
Yep. You know it.
earned
You
it.
guys know it.
You know what I
get
was
it.
thinking in March?
This motherfucker.
You know what I
So
prepared for you?
you get to still do the passion plays and things like that, right? In this church. That's the
Passion
funnest part.
plays?
Yeah, like hey, you have to act like you're a Jew and you want Jesus to die. Yell at you assholes, and everybody yells it like fucking sheep, idiots. They never see what's coming.
Well,
Church
we
is that?
don't do that at my church.
No,
What
you
kind of
never
church-
did that. You're acting like you've never heard of this.
Well, like a play, like when we were kids, where we like acted out a Christmas play.
No, the priest, this fucking egotist, is Jesus, and so he plays Jesus, and then he goes, and then you're shocked by this. Then you in the audience. You have your
Yeah.
lines that are in the book, and you yell, "Crucify him!" Then he also plays like the leader of the prison, and he's like, "Are you guys sure?" And then you in the audience have to go, "I couldn't be more fucking sure. This peace and love hippie bitch." And then the priest is like, "No, please, I don't know, it's too much." And you got to be like, "We're Jews, fuck you." You never had to do that. That's shocking.
No,
to
but
me.
it sounds really fun. If I'm
It's
being
fun.
honest with you. It's like
Yeah.
a call and response.
Yeah.
I
And then
would
we-
have a good time with
and then
that,
they
but
go,
we've never done that.
With
Well,
like
that
a
was
hint
Jesus.
of Civil War reenactment.
Yeah, and then you
Like a little
like
bit I got from that.
right, get on your knees and cry. That happens after that in the end. Come and get crackers off my fingers.
Do people now this happens every Easter, right?
I'm sorry. How do you like it better? Off the priest's fingers or when he puts it in your mouth like you're a baby? How do you like to receive Jesus?
He
from the
puts
past?
it in my hands.
He puts it in your hand. Okay.
Oh,
Body of Christ. He just goes, yeah, body of Christ, and then I say Amen. He puts it in my hands, and then I go,
You ever get nervous, like how you're going to do your amen?
no, actually.
Okay. You're a professional. We covered that.
Yeah, I feel really good about it, but I always do it really loud and intentionally.
Mm.
Amen.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry. I was very interested in Jesus.
I totally forgot what I was gonna say because I was riveted by this cracker thing, and I'm wondering
It's like a wheat then.
what.
They could change. It is interesting. They can
Triscuits.
change it church to
Triscuit.
church. Sometimes it's a soaked little piece of stale bread. Sometimes it's the good white wafer.
It tastes good.
It's not bad
Well,
usually.
Decent flavor.
as long as it's blessed, it's the body of Christ, right?
Well, you
Yeah,
hate to
he
say
blesses
that-
it before. Yeah,
I don't know. The FDA, I don't think approves that though. I don't think it's, you know what I mean? I don't think
I
it's
know.
official.
I know.
Controversial.
And in my church too, you like don't have to have it at all. Cause I don't like, especially around COVID, like I'll never drink out of the chalice. That grosses me out because it's just germs. Cause they'll have this chalice everyone drinks out of, and then they take a cloth and they like wipe it in between drinks. But
Yeah.
I don't know
Just
where
pushing
your mouth
it
is
in.
then.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
let
just
it-
rubbing it around.
Let it fly out. Now you're spreading it.
No, thank you.
You ever
Well-
eat some bread in some of these churches? You're like, ooh, he was a carpenter, not a cook. Ugh. You know, like sometimes it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
In my church, we're gonna have black and white cookies as the sacrament. That's right.
Oh,
Mhm.
that's
What
so
a great
good.
church. I would go to your church just for
Thank
that.
you.
That is such a good
Instead of wine, we're gonna puff pass. And because of COVID, you don't have to pass.
Yes.
Everybody gets their own mini joint. We all light up.
Mm.
And
Oh
you
my
don't even
God,
have
that's
to if you don't
great.
want to, because whatever you think God is, he's still there.
Yes.
Do you
I
have
love
to-
that.
But
She's still
does
there,
some still have to be there?
Thank you, Hope.
right? That's
What
For
still
me,
has to
Does
be there?
something have to be there?
Oh,
Like, hey,
like-
everybody, now think of your God. I'm like, oh, this is the most boring 2 minutes of this whole fucking thing.
No, there's no boredom.
Because I would say everybody else in the church is my God, and then somebody trips on something like an idiot, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
fuck,
but
I'm in
like, you
trouble.
know what though? God legit loves you, Keith. Even if you
Well,
hate his
no
guts,
shit.
he
Yeah.
loves you because you make people laugh, you make people happy, and that's your God-given gift. And
I think that is a belief.
he's watching you, and he's fucking loving this. Like he loves when we laugh about him. He
Yeah.
has a sense of humor.
That's what I asked my dad when I was a kid. I said, do you think Jesus has a sense of humor? And he goes, oh, yes, very good. And then I'm like, right. Like, what were some of the jokes in the Bible? You know, I don't know. I'll kill all the firstborns because why not? Who gives a fuck? Hey, I killed everybody. Here's a rainbow. It's a different kind of sense of humor,
I
but I've
know.
never heard any funny jokes. But you're telling me he's laughing. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's
Well,
really funny because it's like how you were taught about it is how you look at it too. Like I think that it could be so jarring to learn as a kid that there's like a fire monster in hell, and if you are bad, you're gonna go there. Like that's terrifying. Whereas if you just, learn about
But if you don't read the book, did your parents pretend they were reading the Bible and they were reading like
and they're
Dr.
reading
Seuss?
like, yeah. Or and here's a who. I was like,
Right.
this place sounds awesome. It was like Whoville.
I'd love to live in a squiggly school.
I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam. I am. I love God. That was me.
In my church, we're never going to be bored because actually part of our book, the sacred book that I
Yes.
will be writing, and maybe with the help of other people, isn't that how Bibles get written?
Yes.
Whatever. We will have a Bible, and in that Bible, it will show you how to never, ever, ever fucking be bored ever again. You will
Yes.
never, ever say, I'm bored, because you will understand how it's your problem and how to fix it.
Amen.
It will
Oh.
be in the book, so it shall be.
Chapter
Yes.
1, how it's your problem.
Something tells me this book has pictures, right?
Even Scientology came to me a little less, a little more gentle than it's your problem. Anyway, come on in. Here's John Travolta.
Hamda, I would join your religion though. I convert in a second.
Yeah, you
If you start your own thing, I'm leaving. God would want me to leave.
Oh my God, you are so officially on the mailing list. Who else?
Put me on.
You don't
Yes.
think it's
Hold
gonna
on.
bother Christy?
You need like a
that-
pastor or something?
No.
No,
I love
Christy,
it.
listen, it's not going to bother Christy because she could bring Jesus if she wants. Everybody
Thank
is
you.
welcome. You're allowed to bring a friend. You are just
Ooh.
responsible for that friend's attitude. You know what I
Mm,
mean?
Yeah.
I like
Just
that.
like that's how people will be
The
invited.
vibe.
I invite you to the church and then you invite other people, but don't invite assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do people
Yes.
bring things for other people to share? I think there's a different word than church. Like
I
party
know, I wish-
sounds more fitting. But okay, it's a church. Fuck them.
Ooh, okay. So I don't know why Anna's saying it gay adjacent, but that makes me remember, what if my church is called church adjacent? Maybe it's just called
Oh.
adjacent. Are you going to adjacent this week? And we all know that it's church adjacent.
I don't like
synagogue
secrets. You're only as
adjacent,
sick as
whatever.
your secrets. That's chapter 2.
It's
and,
in the book.
I think that's really clever. But like, what will you stand for?
Love,
Oh, I love that.
gratitude,
You're into that, Christy?
Sold.
I absolutely
acceptance,
I mean, done. Sign me up.
community.
Yes.
Be yourself. Don't hurt other people. Go ahead, my child.
Oh my God, are you gonna? But do we have to call you like mommy, like God's our father,
Yeah,
or you
that
like our mom?
respect.
Oh, yeah, what are the titles?
Yeah.
And are
Okay,
there-
that's the thing. We're gonna try to stay as much away from hierarchy as possible. There are
Hmm.
people who will have to work. The church has to the adjacent has to function, but everyone is as equal as we could make it. You know, people have to run the
Yeah.
show, productions have to happen. So there needs to be some sort of level of organization, and that does come with a hierarchy. But as much as we can avoid it, let's avoid it.
I love it.
I love
Share the
that
power,
too. It's
right?
just, you have to understand how these things go, Hemda. It's like 5 years from now, you're going to hire this guy that seems like a great guy to preach, and then he's going to end up molesting little boys. And then your whole religion is going to be questioned
Right.
because of that thing.
Oh, let me tell you.
But that
Okay,
doesn't
wait,
mean
wait.
you're bad.
Yeah.
No,
That
I
went down
understand
so
that.
fast.
I understand that. And Christy, thank you for helping me understand what Christianity is really about. I totally forgot for a second, but that's why I'm having an adjacent. And also, the way we combat that is if some kind of preacher
Yes.
is doing that, I do have
Yes.
if I get questioned, I have the answer to that. Bye-bye. Not to a different church, not to a different family, to jail. Goodbye. This has nothing
Yes.
to do with what we stand for. A rotten apple has entered the church, and he will not take us down. Goodbye. This will
making
be out in the
Yes.
open. You will
Yes.
get my report. You will get everything that I knew. And if I
for you.
even got wind of it, it's not going to the back of anything. It's right up front.
Yes. But then do you believe that man's also going to go to hell, like spiritually?
No, I believe heaven and hell is here. I believe that when all churches and
Mm.
religions talk about heaven and hell, I think the original idea is that
That's cool.
your thought process could be a hell of your own mind.
Well,
and
you
a
shouldn't
hell
have
of your
taught
own
that
nature.
guy all that, because look what he just did. That was a horrible
And
lesson.
I'm literally signed up. I'm with everyone in the chat. Honest, like I
I
feel
know,
at
right?
peace. Everyone's feeling this. I feel at peace. We all we've been saved by your religion.
Saved adjacent.
I also feel like it makes a really good case for no male priest. Like, let's just try that and see how that goes.
You
Just
should be
floating,
put on. Yeah, they should be
you
put
know,
on timeout
It's like
by
a
now.
control group.
They should. I'm sick of them, except for Dave and my dad and Keith.
Thank you.
All
I
other
blame
men
you.
can suck and die.
They got a track record of some kind. You know, you see these priests, these little fucking perverts. They're like, I'll never fuck. I love Jesus. Yeah, what are you going to do instead of that? You got to replace something with something. I'll read like a lot. And then the next thing you know, oh, they're surrounded by 6 altar boys and they look like M&Ms till you're off the diet. It's
Like
fucking weird. What do you
M&Ms.
expect to happen? Yeah.
I know. Imagine if I became like a priest apologist. But they're so deprived.
They're so deprived. You can
horny.
tell how horny and deprived they are. But you ever see you say goodbye at the end and he waits by the door so he can touch you, you know? You ever see him get these? You ever shake a priest's hands? And I mean hands. Bill Clinton is like, that's a fucking handshake. These guys hug your hand. You're not going fucking anywhere until you tell
Yeah.
him how good his sermon was.
They like put both, like it's like that, and then they
Yeah.
put the other hand over.
And then the
I think-
third hand comes around somehow.
and then there's like
What
a
the
fourth.
Yeah.
Their
Like,
foot.
I think-
Yeah. It's something like Dr. Strange would do. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, get some help. Talk to somebody.
Keith, were you an altar boy? Because that third hand, I think we have to have a conversation.
Were you an altar boy?
I
No
was an
way.
altar boy. Yeah, I would do anything to
That
keep
wasn't a hand.
to make church exciting. I was so bored. I'm like, let me ring the bell. Can I do something? This is fucking stupid. And then my dad thought I loved being an altar boy, so as punishment sometimes he'd make me not be an altar boy. I'm like, okay, it's not the end of the world.
Let me ring the bell. That's like the funniest thing. I love that. I really love that.
Sean is saying something. Just call it church, but with a chemda ch sound. But that's a lot.
Yes.
Is it
Church.
church? Church or church or church. That's a, you know what? Just call it the girl then. Oh, I give up. No. We're trying to get people in the church. In
the girl church.
The girl church. We talk about our periods all day.
Is it? Will you?
Boys get to have their periods in my church, but no, we're calling it adjacent. In the adjacent
prayers and periods.
In Henda's, would you be upset, Christi, if you didn't have food that you ate off other people's fingers? Because that's what it sounds like you're going to miss the most, right? All these churches, you know, I'm not saying everybody was my dad and you had to suck garlic off his thumb, but I don't know how you be strong all year. But anyway, wouldn't it be nice?
Yeah, but Henda's going to have black and white cookies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which I imagine are served like to the audience, right? Like it comes out on dishes.
We'll figure that out. You know, we'll figure it out. Make it even, you know, pass it down, or maybe like maybe some days it'll be like Jolly Ranchers, some days it'll be Pop Rocks, whatever. And yeah, of course we're gonna sing
hymns.
I am going to make up songs that uplift, and we are going to sing them together. But for now, until we could make up our own songs, and feel free to submit, honestly, you know, based on the book that I will be writing, feel free to submit all church adjacent songs, and we will consider them. Until then, we'll sing other people's songs. Alanis Morissette, I bet we could scream her songs at the adjacent. That's going to be fun. Some rock song. I don't know. Whatever.
I love that. I actually feel like the black and white cookies are really symbolic of more, because it's like you're essentially saying that, you know, it doesn't matter if you're black or if you're white. Like everyone, like it's like we are all cookies, and we're all delicious. It's very accepting.
Do you put like candy corn in the cookie? This is what I'm just saying. You got to put like candy corns and shit. You need different colors.
No, I draw the line. I'm out.
All right, just black and white.
Good to see you guys.
You know what? I have to scratch the black and white cookie because it continues.
These meetings move fast.
Yes.
Wow, that's racist. Cancel.
Yes, because everyone is always like the black and white issue, the black and white issue. Where's me in there? Where's the Middle Eastern part of the cookie? We're having rainbow cookies only. And the rainbow.
How did it get better?
The rainbow will have black and white in it because that's the kind of adjacent we are. Figure it out. Whoop, whoop.
Mind blown.
You had my vote.
It was going there, but yeah, I'm in.
I don't think it's
going to committee, whatever the hymn committee is. I want to be on that.
It's going to take. It's not going to be 2 weeks before. I think everybody in the church is making cave drawings with their vagina blood. It's just a guess. I would like that out there.
Is it Tuesday? Because that might be what Tuesday is at the adjacent.
Sounds sustainable. Yeah, I love it. You know what? I just don't think you're creative, Keith, and that sounds like a little projection. I think if you were given a little paint monthly, maybe you'd have more to offer.
Yeah, Keith.
Yeah, Keith.
The Laughter Collective out.
Oh no, that's how they do it.
Menstruated.
Oh no, pen dropping and everything. You've been menstruated.
We're dropping periods on you. Boom.
Boom.
We don't drop mics. We drop tampons. Whoa, 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 whoa. Splat, splat, splat.
Splat, splat, splat. Splat, splat, splitter, splatter.
Wow.
Like
that's
Spider-Man.
Fun.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, only with blood from my vagina.
See what churches, adjacent is like? It's so fun. We'll get there. We're going to make adjacent happen. It's happening. Adjacent, period.
I'm afraid that Keith is never going to want us to come back on the podcast because we talked about religion and our periods.
Fuck him, he doesn't book.
Yeah! Hemda, adjacent.
That's why you're the Pope.
Oh my God. What a fun day. This is the best
Keith,
day of
how
my
are
life.
you?
That was Henda just lighting up. How are you? As she puts up the post. Mike G, is this how girls' locker rooms are?
Mike?
Yeah. Super supportive. We're thinking of the best ideas ever and working collaboratively. Yeah. What do you do in men's locker rooms, Mike?
Pee on each other. Slap
your
dicks together.
Dicks.
Yeah.
Slap your dicks around.
Talk about how you sexually assaulted a woman, you weirdo.
Yeah, Mike.
Yeah.
We just attack Mike for no reason. He's just a
Mike,
fan of the podcast.
I think you're probably a wonderful. I mean, there's like, I don't know, there's a 50-50, right? I don't know. I'm sure
Honestly, Mike, I get a good vibe from you. He's laughing right now. You're good people, Mike. Every other man sucks, but not you, Mike. Not you. There he is. He loves it.
Yeah, there we go.
You got to wait it out. You went from rapist to the greatest guy ever. Just, whenever you're in court, just wait there a little longer. See?
Yeah, exactly.
All right, you're free to go now. Just checking. Any other thoughts? Hey, what do I know? Thank you, Your Honor.
Oh, my goodness. You never know what 2 minutes will do.
I know. But women are the best, though.
Well, I'm going to tell you this, Christy. This is the God's honest truth.
Yeah.
I love women so much.
I know you do.
And they feel so good. And they smell so good. They make my penis very hard. And
sure
having sex with them is a full-on pleasurable experience.
Is this what happens in men's locker rooms?
This is what we talk about. How much we like and love women. And they make my heart go stuff. And I see them and I'm like, okay. Yeah, nice. You know. So yeah, just know I'm on the right side.
I mean, you could have led with the heart stuff before the dick stuff.
Well, I'm not a doctor. You know, I gotta work my way around, see what. I didn't go to school for this. I just know about how I feel. And I feel like boing and boom, 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 boom.
Yes. What happens first, though?
I assume the heart has to pump something. Again, I didn't study it.
Right. Yeah, we're not like,
Right.
It's time to study. Maybe that'll be a study session once a week at the adjacent.
We study like body. Like, what would that class be, though?
Anatomy?
Get right, men.
Get right, men.
Oh, boy.
That's the funniest name for a class ever. Get right, men. Mike G is going to be in that class.
How about stop hitting the snooze button at Sunday at 3?
I don't even get that, but I like it.
Yes.
Okay. Again, workshopping.
I will show up no matter what it's called.
Me too.
I won't even talk in guys' locker rooms about women so that I don't get a boner because they're so great. Just even talking about it. Did you see that movie Women Talking? I was hard the whole time. Yeah. There's women talking. How great. Finally, let them.
Shut up. That honestly, though, that's the way to like get women to be happy. I was hard the whole time.
I didn't like their situation, but women are talking, and that's refreshing. Sometimes they gotta do it in secret, and that's sad. But
women do be talking.
They do when they can, and I for one love it. I love it. I see two women in a scene in the movie. I'm like, finally, we're going somewhere.
Why is your voice going up an octave?
Because I want to be like a woman.
Oh my God.
I love them so much. It's subconscious.
Okay, you're taking the express train to Silly Town. Now you're in Silly Town. Yeah. You're in Silly Town.
Anna's rating, is that a movie title? Yes. Women talking, and apparently there's a lot of them, and they do it for about 2-3 hours, and I'm all for it.
It's an interesting time selection that you chose.
I know.
Movies are always way too long, you know. You have to assume they're talking for a long time. But in this case, not too long.
Never too long.
But it's got to be hard to like date. Hope dates a woman. So
I would too.
That is what being gay is.
It's like I don't like Dave doesn't talk a lot, and I love that. If I'm being honest, I think that like women be talking.
We do. Every other day, I have a 3-hour conversation about emotions to process something. Family trauma comes up for one of us, and we have to get through it. And it's always happening.
I'd rather be knocked across the room every 6 months. You know what I mean? That sounds horrible.
Keith, you would be hard 24/6 because we do rest. Like all religions, we have to rest.
Yeah, sure. I'm reading here about a professor in Pakistan. He was fired and blacklisted for posing a simple question to his college students. The students happen to be electrical engineers, okay?
Okay.
Here's a bonus question on this electrical engineer test. Julie and Mark are brother and sister.
Oh God.
They are traveling together in France on summer vacation from college. This is called, by the way, the Julie and Mark scenario.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
One night, they are staying alone in a cabin near the beach.
Why?
They decide that it would be interesting and fun if they tried making love.
What? Wait, what? That went.
Yeah.
Wait, is that the next sentence?
Julie and Mark are brother and sister. They're at a cabin near the beach. Take that for what you remember of beach.
Is this a test?
That is hot.
What kind of? Is this
Yeah,
homework?
it's on the test. They
Okay.
decide that it would be interesting and fun if they tried making love.
Now, can I just pause you for a second?
Yeah, go
Christi,
ahead.
you remember earlier when you were like, "What's the church about? What is God?" And I said, "Love." This is not the kind
Not
of
this.
love.
No.
Okay.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah.
So
We
this
don't have-
doesn't happen in adjacent.
Yeah, no, we don't have a lot of rules in adjacent, but no rape.
Incest?
I'm gonna say
No rape
incest.
and no incest.
Yeah,
Fair.
comforting.
That's yeah. Okay.
I have a feeling that we're going to see a lot of support in the comments for that.
Yeah. I don't, have sex with your sibling,
Oh my
but
What is
that just
Can you do your butts faster? This church isn't lasting the first fucking quarter of taxes. Don't worry if she can go tax free.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not.
I can't believe this was a question. What was the?
Oh,
how
yeah.
did the question
Yeah, wait,
end?
it's still going.
At the very least, it would be a new experience for each of them. Julie was already taking birth control pills. If
What?
that's where your brain is going. Don't worry, that ain't a problem. Mark uses a condom too, just to be safe. Okay, so that's covered. You little
This is
fucking
electrical engineering?
yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
is that really in there that Mark?
Yes,
a condom?
Mark uses a
Okay.
condom too, just to be safe. They both enjoy making love, but they decide never to do it again.
Oh.
So they didn't make love. They keep that night as a special secret, which makes them feel even closer to each other.
Closer. That makes
What?
you feel closer.
What is the question?
Here
Okay,
comes the
okay.
questions. Ready? I'm going to need an essay.
No, I'm not ready.
What do you think about that? Was it okay for them to make love? Give reasons for your answers and include some relevant examples from your own knowledge and personal opinion. You should rate at least 300 words. I like it if it's an angle trying to arrest people, but I don't think so.
The question is just like thoughts.
For murder, base it on your murders and be descriptive.
Wait, I have to have 300 words of thoughts on this?
You
That's
should
it.
rate at least 300, but if you do great at 290 with details.
No, this is a test, and you should have left that question out. It's like one of those things where it's like, hey, read through this whole test first before you start. And the last question is, don't do this test at all. Just sign here and hand it in.
Yes.
This is that thing where it's like, oh, hurry up and hand it in. You're done. Don't fall for this.
But,
That's
like,
what I'm hoping.
What a way around it.
I would have
Everyone
not
has-
taken the test. I would have been like, this is not, I would have taken a picture. I would have blasted that shit on the internet.
I guess that's what they did. Yeah, I'd be like,
Blasted them.
I'm trying to figure this out on my calculator. I'm getting the error symbol. I don't know. Train B,
But like,
Wow.
what's the point of this question?
So
Especially in an engineering
right.
Asking for
class.
friends.
It's not like an ethics class or like we can talk about, just getting into the nitty gritty of why psychologically that's wrong and bad and disgusting. But in engineering, what even would be the angle with this?
I thought that was going to have something to do with like energy transfer
Yes.
or like
Brother and
friction,
sister.
which like doesn't make it better, but at least it makes it applicable.
You know what?
Hey.
I don't know. I don't know why I keep trying to make this okay, but now I'm like, maybe it's a placeholder as a joke, and then he never deleted the placeholder. Look at my I'm trying to go to the most innocent answer of the whole
Yeah.
world. Really, what it is I think this guy just slept with his sister.
That I think you might
Oh my
be right.
God.
Your
He's
essay
like-
must be in 4 paragraphs. 1 introduction, 2 paragraphs being the body, 1 being the conclusion.
Are you being serious?
Yes.
Wow.
I just
Wow.
He put that out there and asked like the class, what do I do? And like just left he polled the audience, but
Mhm.
much less technical.
Wow.
this
I don't
is
know what
fucking crazy. He should honestly burn in hell for all of eternity.
See, like, yeah.
I said it. I said what I said.
But it's funny that now you want to believe in hell instead of thinking it's down the street. Of course there's a hell. I mean, that's all we got.
And he's going there.
Yeah. I mean, if we agree there's a heaven so we can get by, then please let there be hell.
Of course there's a hell.
This
is the crazy. Wait, where was this? Keith, do you know?
This was in Pakistan.
Oh.
You get
Imagine if you were like Queens, Forest Hills. Like, whoa. Oh my God.
Then you go home and you're like, oh, I'm fired. How come? Get this. I'm trying to make my electrical engineer students think. Oh God, what? The test's already done. You give them. No.
What are the
I got
answers
into the
look like?
morality. I asked them if a boy fucked his sister, but they're both safe. I know. I see the look on your face, honey.
I know what you're thinking.
Safe. They're both. I know what you're thinking. The pill, the condom. Assume that doesn't even enter into the equation.
I know what you were thinking. They're in a bedroom. Okay, they're not. They're in a bedroom.
They're safe. The door of the cabin's locked, and it's their cabin.
It's missionary.
It's
I know what you're thinking. It's reverse cowgirl, and that is why.
And my sister's name is Julie, but.
Oh, that's really funny.
So I just wanted to know what they would think. Why are you fucking my friends? Honey, I can't. Do you have no more friends I could fuck as punishment? You're the dumbest husband I've ever had.
Ew. Also, the way Hamda said it, the turn the question took, they decided it would be fun to have sex or whatever. It's like there was no lead in. It wasn't like, hey, trigger warning, this is about incest.
Some of these stories drag on though. Like, I've taken the SATs and it's like you're hiding 3 answers in these 17 pages. I'm not reading the whole fucking thing. So he did know to shorten it.
Which is
he
good
thought
on
it'd be
him.
fun.
Not enough.
Sex is fun.
Not
and
enough.
Like, well, I don't have to tell people sex is fun, right? They know that.
And it made them closer. That's one of the more telling sentences. He made it like he tried to justify it made them closer.
Yeah.
Right.
He definitely fucked his sister.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is
Like he did.
Your penthouse, but like somehow in reverse. Ryan V is saying last sentence of the question, how much eye contact is appropriate?
And should he give it 3 days to call his sister again? Or is he cool right now after class?
Can he show you these texts from his sister and you could tell him what it means?
Should he delete his phone history?
He wants to tag her in this Insta post that says, I love fucking my sister.
Wow,
do you think that's okay?
Do you think it's necessary to introduce us to our parents, or did we already skip that step?
Oh my God.
No, I just put in the test. There was a question Aristotle asked. When I jerk off to my sister on Zoom, should I?
Oh.
This has been a question for the ages.
Oh my goodness.
Hope that was so good. I feel like I can retire and I didn't even make that joke.
Efficient dating advice. Just date your siblings.
Oh, that is the funniest thing.
I have good news and bad news. The good news is you supposedly, quote, know him more than anybody else in your life. And his. Here's the bad news, Mom. The good news is he already has directions to our place. The bad news is he's upstairs.
Which do you want first, Mom? The good news or the bad news? Okay, bad news. I'm fucking my. But the good news is
I'm keeping my name.
Yes. If you need an organ, he's a match. If we have a baby, something's going to be gone. Something's going to go. Something's not going to end well.
He was very clear. She was on the pill and he was wearing a condom. Like he was so clear about that. Like, look, you can't have anything wrong with this because the only thing that can happen that's wrong is an incest situation results in a baby. And that's when, so he's like, we're not doing that. We're just doing the fun part, the part that all of you are doing. Why are you looking at me that way?
Okay. Follow-up questions. Apparently, the class went down from 300 to 3 people. But I'd like to propose more essays.
I want to know about those 3. I have follow-ups for those 3.
Yeah, the police should follow up.
Dear Mom, the good news is you already love him.
Okay, so Mark and Julie, they have a kid. All right, fine doctors and everything. Everything's fine. Okay, that's not even a debate. And no, they don't want to fuck their kid. Now,
of course not.
What are your thoughts on what school they should go to?
Montessori.
Public or private?
Who do you think could adopt easier? This incest couple or a gay couple in the United States?
Well, the incest couple, one's a professor.
Are they white?
Oh
No.
They're definitely white. Oh.
I can't.
I'm reading about Harry and Meghan Markle, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who was on a tour to say how they want their privacy. They have a book that says, "Please leave me alone," and a special on Netflix that says, "Isn't this enough, guys? Come on." An interview with Oprah saying, "Please, what?" And a couple newspaper articles about, "I'm over here now. Why are you here too?"
Like, he's got to make a living. He doesn't have that.
He's not a prince anymore, right?
Royal money coming in.
Right.
This he's hustling.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they cut him off down to like $100,000 a month instead of whatever the fuck. I'm sure he's really
only 3 rupees every couple of weeks.
There was a South Park put out an episode called "The Worldwide Privacy Tour" that makes fun of them. It's obviously them. It seems that it upset the couple at first, people who are in the know, but now the couple is saying it is actually baseless and boring. It's baseless that he's a prince that's ratting on the family. That's good, and the character, was drawn just like Prince Harry. And baseless that she's an actress who did one TV show, and so did this character. So it's pretty baseless there. And even though it's about them, they got to be honest, boring. They were bored.
I'm telling you, that's because they don't go to the adjacent. You will never be bored. We don't do bored. We don't have that phenomenon.
Yeah. And also Meghan Markle was on 2 TV shows. Someone's forgetting about her little stint on on Deal or No Deal.
Oh, Deal or No Deal. She complained in one of her privacy warnings that they didn't let her use her personality when she opened up a suitcase with a number in it. She was told what she had to wear and told how she had to have her hair, and she couldn't be herself.
Ugh.
So she doesn't like to bring that up either. That was a bad time. Sit down and listen all about it.
How stifling.
Yeah.
She was just mad she didn't have the $1 million briefcase.
Right. They never gave me the $1 million one.
She always got like 20, and she's like, what the fuck?
In South Park, his book, Spare, because he goes, I was called the Spare. I wouldn't be king. You can use me for other things if my brother needed it. In the TV show, well, that's what the book's called. No joke. In South Park, they named the book Wah.
That's so funny.
You're so clever.
Let's see here. A source close to Meghan Markle says she was annoyed by South Park, but refuses to watch it at all. Well, this is what I'm talking about with the it was boring. It's about you. All these people, they act like they don't. It's boring. They didn't do it right, but I didn't even see it. You saw it. It's about you, so you saw it, or you're a fucking weirdo. Everybody's talking about South Park doing a little skit about you. You have no interest at all. That is psychotic. That's not the same as not looking at YouTube comments. You're a liar, or you're fucking psychotic.
Yeah.
I know.
You have to watch it. How could you not watch it?
Well, let's say you don't watch it. Let's say you can. Let's say you're really disinterested.
Let's say Julie and Mark never fuck again. Okay? Just that one time, and they loved it, and they're closer. Let's just say that.
You know what, though? Like, you're saying, this isn't like YouTube comments, but maybe this is a YouTube comment for them.
Then you got to say it. You care about your book reviews. You care about your tour reviews. Then you care about that. You watched it. You liar. Why are you lying?
But if you didn't watch it,
I didn't watch it, and it's boring, and it's wrong.
Watch it. How do you know it's
exactly? Yeah.
Pick one. You either watched it and it was boring, or you didn't watch it because you knew it would be boring.
Yeah, all of that.
these are writers. Your
Yeah.
tense is off. Where's the period? What put a
Yes.
comma somewhere? I don't get it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Fucking liars. Hey, by the way, we're going to next show we're going to call the winners of the 2022 awards, Hemda. Very exciting.
Ooh.
Take a look at all our award shows if you're new to Keith and the Girl. KATG.com/awards, AWARDS. And it's all the times that we did the best of the years, your favorite moments, and then a subsequent show where we call the winners and let them know what's doing.
Christy, you're a CatGo winner, right?
I am
Yes.
a winner. I know. That makes me really, really happy. You guys
Tell
have
people
the
how it
greatest
changed your life.
fans.
Tell people how
I
it changed.
mean, well, before I never thought about fucking my siblings.
Right.
But after
My brain is
Ew.
expanding. What? Well, anyway, she loves it.
But after I understood, just be on the pill and use a condom.
Exactly. Ew, I hate even making that joke.
Just
We,
gets dirtier.
Oh, I know.
On the forums, of course, is where you can vote for your favorite moments of this year. Also there, of course, we put a forums poll with every show post. And I want to go over some polls here with Christy and Hope. See what you've been up to lately, if I may. All right.
Yeah.
Fairly recently, my mom died. Did you kill her? Yes, no, was the poll. No, the poll was based on me not going to my mom's funeral because my dad would be there. People were shocked by that. And so I put up the poll. Is there someone in your life that you would not see under any circumstances? And the majority of people said, no, there's no one in my life like that. Even my friend Craig said, no, there's no one in my life like that. I'm like, no one in your life that you wouldn't go even to a funeral if you're going to see them. And I go, how about your ex-girlfriend that you talked about, tried to poke out your eyeballs and steal your dog and a whole bunch of shit? And he goes, well, I'd sneak into the funeral. Like all of a sudden he's Ant-Man, right? And I go, well, I know this funeral I'm going to, and nobody else would be there. What if it was just you and her? And he goes, oh, no, fuck no. I'm like, all right. I don't think people are thinking enough, but I don't know. Christy, let's start with you. Is there anybody with your sweet soul that you would not see under any circumstances walking around right now?
Now, specifically for a funeral?
Anything you want, for any reason. For any reason, you will not see them.
Like you might not go to a wedding because that person will be there. You might not go to this gathering, this location.
No, there's not. There's like an ex-boyfriend, and we did not end on good terms years and years, like 10, 12 years ago. But it wasn't that bad, but he would be someone that if I did run into him, I might hide.
Okay.
But I wouldn't not go if he was gonna be there. Okay. Yeah, there's no one for me.
If it's a funeral, it's just you and him. Would you go?
Honestly, yeah, I would.
Okay. Do you want to call him up right now?
No, I'm too scared.
It doesn't sound so bad.
He actually it wasn't that bad. It was just like we were just young and the breakup was like messy.
Were you in a cabin by the
Is this your brother?
Also, Keith, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you very much, Christy. Yeah. Took a bit, but
also, it's wild that because Hope and I have really bonded because we've lost our moms. And that's like one of the things with like the Laughter Collective is we're actually doing this course called
Undead Moms.
Undead Moms.
Oh my.
It's called Dead Moms. So if you want to come and teach, actually, not just be a part of it.
You could teach if you had a mom that died. This is
the only qualification.
That's it.
And a high school diploma. But like honestly, we can fudge that.
We can fudge that, or equivalent. You know.
What do people teach? Are they like, hey, it's bad sometimes, but it's all right sometimes? And then sometimes it's like, oh yeah, isn't that weird? And then sometimes it's like, oh goddamn. And then sometimes it's like, I don't know.
There's like a lot of class. It's a lot of like camaraderie and community, and then also helping those who have gone through loss decide for them if and when they want to start looking at it through like a creative lens. So like if they want to write about it or work on it in some way creatively, helping them figure out how to do that and then helping them take the steps to do that.
Well, that's good. My mom was going through my mom was going through dementia, so I catfished my dad. Like, I'm taking the tragedy and turning it into art.
I mean, if you can't laugh at stuff, what else?
Hello.
What else is
we
there?
got? That's why I told my dad. I'm like, here's a copy of the book. If we can't laugh, then me
Right?
catfishing you for a year. What's the fuck? I heard God had a great sense of humor. You know, I was right.
Had to.
How about you, Hope? Anybody you wouldn't be in a room with?
Yeah.
She just left the room. Oh shit, it's us.
I don't even
Fuck.
know. Actually, there's 3 people. Not really that I would like hate to be in a room with. I don't have a great relationship with my father, but I've already thought about going to funerals on that side of the family and probably having to run into him. So, and he just requested me on LinkedIn. So something tells me things are warming up.
On LinkedIn.
If he put his arm around you at the funeral, would you be able to handle it?
No, absolutely not. That would be a quick. I would do a little shoulder thing. I don't think he would get that close. I would.
Oh, my dad would. Even after this catfishing, my dad would get that close. And
Really? Would he really?
And yeah, because because everything is about social norms, everything. And so, what am I gonna do at a funeral? Make it about me? Now I would do that shimmy away, but he would count on me not doing it.
Yeah, dads are the worst. Actually, for my mom's funeral, I had to let his family know not that he would have showed up, but to make sure he didn't come, because that was one of my mom's wishes.
Wow, I didn't know that.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you had to make sure he wasn't going to be there?
I mean, I remember telling his side of the family, like one of my cousins, like, just pass this along. Because I mean, it was so many phone calls. I was like, I'm in the middle of a lot of calls right now.
Yeah.
I thought of that. I thought of, is there anybody, like, sort of similar to this question, slightly different? Is there anybody that you wouldn't want to come to your funeral? Because you're dead already. So that's like next level. I don't even want you around when I'm dead because you caused that much chaos.
I don't
want your vibe on my love day, my day that people need to not have you around. That's how toxic you are. Is there anyone that you wouldn't want, like you would specifically say, because Hope's mom is gangster. Was gangster.
Hell yeah.
Excuse me.
Right.
All right.
Hell yeah.
But yeah,
Gangster.
that's hardcore to say. You can't undo that. You can't go, you know what? I died. I am forgiving everybody. Turns out that is what heaven is about. Fuck it. You can go to the funeral. You'll know how to behave. No, there's no turnaround.
My gravestone reads, I don't want my dad here.
She left all the petty receipts. Fuck this guy.
Keith, would you request that your father not be at your funeral?
No.
Really?
Because that'll be enjoyable for other people. And he'd have to feel that energy if he's human in any way. So he can come.
That's such a fun response.
You know that everybody in that room bought my new book.
And we're selling it in the corner if you don't have it.
Yes.
Signed by your dad, because that was also on your request.
Go ask him to sign it. Go ask him to sign it.
And it's all at the adjacent church, which is where the burial will be, I'm assuming. No one for me, I don't think, Hamda. I don't think so.
I think I have people in mind, but I want to let Xerxes and I are together. If I go first, I kind of think it's up to him and my brothers and like the people who will need to produce this funeral.
Yeah.
I think it's up to them. Like, we don't want you, and then they can decide,
I'm gonna the viewing will probably be a full 8 hours that everybody will want to stay and enjoy because they're having such a good time over my memory. So
mine's gonna be 7 days. So
7 days. I'd have hors d'oeuvres, but I'd say ahead of time the waiters have to keep skipping my dad.
Oh, we have pound cake. I love it.
In fact, if somehow he traps you and you have 3 filet mignons on toast in front of him, you have to eat them all right away and say sorry.
That is. Hamda loves this. I've never seen Hamda laugh so hard.
It's hard to we've been to a lot of these kinds of events, and it's hard to get the hors d'oeuvres person sometimes. You got to scam out the door. It's a whole process. The things he's going to try to do to get a taste. It not work. Oh, that's enjoyable. That is enjoyable.
Oh
You start, if it doesn't matter if you have to start serving hors d'oeuvres outside through a window so other people get them instead of my dad. He doesn't get any.
That's very funny. Like you get the last laugh even in death.
And
good luck.
You know what? For dessert, ho-hos. Those in the know. He doesn't get any.
That's fantastic.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry that I hope you die first now.
I got to get this book out before my dad dies. I got to get this book out before I die.
You know how
I got to die before he dies.
We can promote your book as you dying, and then your father comes to the funeral. We film it. We do the food thing. I have fun. The Church of Adjacent gets open, and that is the original event. All right, workshopping.
It's like I'm excited for that, but I don't want to actively cheer for Keith's demise either.
No, it's fake.
All for that.
It's all videotaped, and at the end you see Christi like skeeved out, like I can't be around this fucking guy as she jumps out a window. I was wrong. There is a person. Holy shit. All right, those new to this whole story, keithandthegirl.com/dad, D-A-D. It's pretty fucking incredible. Also, come with me. Let's go to this site together. keithandthegirl.com/ you ready?
Yeah.
GEAR. KTG.com/GEAR. Look at this. Look at everything we got there. That's very exciting.
Wow.
T-shirts, purses, mugs, we got phone cases. We got it all. I see the new tattoo is up there. I believe Sean has it, right? It's Hemda the Pothead. She's the face of a flower in a pot. And she's high.
This is great stuff.
Yeah,
so
it's fun.
cool.
They got the leggings?
Yes.
Leggings.
Oh, this is so fun.
Yeah.
Okay, we got it all. So take a look. Use code KATG. Get 10% off. All right. That's everything. Christi and Hope. Tell them where they can see me teach about what happens when your mom dies.
So please check us out. We are the Laughter Collective, www.thelaughtercollective.com, and we have a show coming up for International Women's Day at the Stand, Wednesday, March 8th. Really?
Yes.
Oh my God, we're so happy. That makes me so happy. It's a fantastic lineup. Brittany Carney, Jay McBride, Amina Imani, Allison Leiby, Marie Foston, and Hope and I are hosting. And yeah, we're celebrating women. Please come if you're in New York, Wednesday, March 8th, 7 p.m. at the Stand.
Right. And guys are allowed to come, right? Guys are allowed to come.
I guess.
Yes.
Yes, of course they are. We would love to see men there.
Love them.
We would love to see, and I want to see Mike G there for sure.
Sure.
So he better come.
Hope, do you look at Christi a little bit that she does prefer men over women? Like she's a little psychotic. Like, do you make more of the choices in this collective than she does?
I mean, it's 51%, 49 only because of that one choice.
Right. It's a big one.
You know, we talk about it. I don't think she doesn't feel like it's something that she really has a choice over, which I can relate to. So I don't hold it over too much, but it does make me a little skeeved out. I will be honest.
Well, fingers crossed with this new church, right? Let's see where she goes. These Episcopalians.
At least it's not her brother, right?
Right.
There we
Hello.
go.
Hello.
All
right. I'm going to go vomit. Thank you both so much for your time.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.